Hello, hello, it's Morgan McGee, your star director, and I am at my in-laws' house, dog sitting and house sitting. So you're probably wondering why the different background. That is why. If you hear any dogs barking, that is also why. We are dog sitting my mother and father-in-law's German Shepherd, and then we have our dogs with us, our German Shepherd and Lab. So it's kind of a madhouse, but right now they're all napping, so I'm hoping it stays that way. So I am so sad that today is the last day of Leap to Lead. I know that y'all have had so much fun and learned so much, and that makes me so happy. And I have had a ton of fun watching you all grow, watching you all do these challenges, be teachable and coachable, and it's just so rewarding to see all of you changing your businesses and changing your lives and, making things happen and chasing after your why. And it is just beautiful, seriously, to watch. So I have a lot of notes for y'all today, but trust me, this is going to be good. So hang in there with me, and I know you're going to learn a lot. So I want to, first of all, talk about some things that I use for recruiting. I don't have everything here with me because I am at their house, so I can't really show y'all the things I use, but I can post pictures in the comments if y'all want me to. I don't think it's necessary though. So the first thing I use are the recruiting stickers from the Cincy Family Store. They say join my team for $99 or something like that. And they're just round stickers about that big, and I stick them on everything. I stick them on my possibility packets. I put them on my orders, my thank you cards, anything that goes in an envelope, I put it on the envelope. So those are a big way to promote that business opportunity. Possibility packets, of course. They sell the cute little folders for possibility packets in the Cincy Family Store as well. I think they're $5 for a pack of 5. And, that's not something that's necessary for you to purchase, of course, but they're just cute. You can put your possibility packets in anything. You can buy cheaper folders. You can put them in, like the 5x7 size envelopes. I think they'll fit in there. So what I put in those, and you have already been challenged to do these things, so you'll probably already have an idea of how these work, but the join brochures from the Cincy Family Store, a postcard with some pictures of us and my story, and you can also do the rack cards, which are really great. I made my postcards before Cincy started offering the rack cards on the Vistaprint Cincy link. So those are great to go on there and make those, and they're very affordable. So that will have your story on it. And then another thing I use is Top 10 Reasons to Join My Team. It's a document that is in the files section of our team page. It's not in the photos, it's in the file section. So it's like a Word document that you have to download, and then you can edit it and edit out my contact info and put yours, and edit out my PWS and put yours. And you can modify it any way you want to. So those are the things that I put in my possibility packets, along with a business card and a product list. And a lot of times I'll stick a scent circle in there too. It'll either be a scent circle or a wax sample. So there is a book by Mary Christensen called Be a Recruiting Superstar, and she also wrote Be a Network Marketing Superstar and Be a Direct Selling Superstar. But this book is one that I highly recommend you reading, the Be a Recruiting Superstar. You can get it on Amazon. I couldn't tell you how much it is, but it's probably not too much. You can probably download it on, the Kindle thing where you read it on there. But I was watching a video about someone that had read it. Her name's Laura Godwin. She's a superstar director, and after she read it, so before she read it, she only had 3 recruits. This was back when she was first getting started. She only had 3 recruits, and those were people that had came to her through, just her working her business normally. She didn't approach them. And after she read this book, she recruited 7 people in the first month. So this is why I recommend this book. I've heard a million great things about it. I personally haven't read it yet. Shame on me. Slap me on the hand. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big reader. It is very hard for me to get into reading a book. I would much rather watch videos, which I watch a training video almost daily. So I have learned all of my recruiting things through YouTube videos, training center in the workstation, talking with my upline. That's how I've learned. But if you're a reader, or even if you're not, I'm going to challenge you to read this book. So if you haven't got a recruit yet, I know a ton of you have got your first recruit and are working on your second. A lot of you are still working on your first. Some of you have already promoted to lead, which is great, and you're going for star now. So, you could just not be working your business right if you haven't got a recruit yet. You could be scaring people away. Maybe you're being too aggressive or making it too much about you and not about them. So too much of the whole join my team thing, or just not reaching out to people and talking to them about how it can benefit them, and maybe you're talking about you too much. Or how you talk or promote yourself on Facebook. So maybe you're a very negative person on Facebook. Do you post negative things, or do you always make sure you think before you post and you're only posting positive things? So are you attracting people to your business, or are you pushing them away from your business? Think before you post. Never post anything negative or controversial. So stay away from things like politics, religion things, stuff like that. And just be a positive person. Like, let your light shine for people. Be that person that they just look to for inspiration, and they are just inspired every time they see one of your posts. Don't be that person that they want to click unfollow every time they see one of your posts, because guess what? That's going to push them away, and they're not going to buy from you or want to join your team. They want to join someone's team that is upbeat and excited and passionate about what they do, and someone that cares about other people. So, and don't overthink it. Smile when you're talking to someone about the business opportunity. Even if you're talking to them on the phone, smile. It really does help. It puts you in that, super positive, excited mood, and it will transfer over to them. So, and I'm so sorry if my computer is like doing this right here. It probably is. Let me see if I can hold it more steady. It's like my computer, I need a new computer. It's like the screen is kind of loose, so it like wobbles back and forth. I just hope it's not really distracting. Okay, so a quote from Mary Christensen: "The more people you meet, the more people you will sponsor. There are no shortcuts. Talking to people is the only way to generate business." So true. If you're not talking to people, if you're not working your business consistently, you're just not going to be recruiting consistently. I got 7 new recruits last month. 1 was a reinstatement, 6 were brand new people. And that's because I make recruiting a lifestyle. It's not something that I do a couple of days a month. It's something that I do consistently. I talk to every possible person I can about the business opportunity. And that is the difference in people like me who have earned the annual mentor award twice. People that just recruit like crazy. That is the difference between people who recruit and people who cannot get a recruit. We just talk to more people. That's the only thing. So talk to more people. If you want to recruit 2 people this month, have at least 20 conversations, because only about 1 out of 10 people that you talk to will actually join. And actually, it usually takes about 4 to 6 conversations with somebody before they will join. Some people join on the spot. Most people don't, but some people do. Some people join when you've talked to them 1 or 2 times, but most people, it takes about 4 to 6 conversations. And I know that a lot of people on my team have been that way. I've talked to them, I've been turned down. I've talked to them about it again the next month, been turned down again. Talked to them about it again, been turned down. But guess what? I kept following up with them. I did not give up on them, and they eventually joined. Not everybody has, but most of them have. I do still have a long list of people that I still follow up with every month because I know that eventually they could possibly join. So no excuses. I personally know blind people that recruit. I know deaf people who recruit, and not only recruit, but they sell. We actually have someone who is deaf on our team, and she rocks it. But think about these blind people that have never even seen a Scentsy catalog, and they have to have someone else help them with entering orders. And I mean, that is amazing. If those people can sell and recruit, you can. It's all up to you whether you have excuses or you are passionate enough to not have the excuses and just do it. So there's wheelchair-bound people who can do it. So if all these people can do it, you can do it too. You just have to push the excuses to the side, kick them in the butt, and just do it. So another quote by Mary Christensen: "Your next recruit will have both a chance to see you in action and the benefit of a live demonstration of how the business works." So it's basically saying that working your business consistently and showing them what it takes to be a Scentsy consultant, they're going to get to see that. And so if you are being passionate about your business, you're having fun doing this, and you are just radiating positivity and good things about your business, they are going to be like, wow, I would love to do this. So if this is how being a Scentsy consultant is, I want in. I say yes. So basically that's what that's saying. Let me flip over. All right, so Mary Christensen's top 10 tips for sponsoring. Here we go. Number 1, give equal time to sponsoring. So a lot of times we can forget that this business is not all about selling. It is also about recruiting. Recruiting is your income for life. It is your residual income. Sales are great, obviously, but you have to focus on putting equal time into recruiting. If you're working an hour a day on selling, work an hour a day on recruiting. You have got to even it out, and you have to be doing both if you want to grow in this business and if you want to get that big residual income that people talk about. If I didn't recruit, I would be absolutely nowhere. My paychecks, okay, so I sell $2,000 or more every month. But if I didn't have a team, my paychecks would be like, I don't know. Let me think real quick in my head. I'm going to do math really quick because I just want to prove to y'all. They would be about a fifth of what they are. So that is the difference, and that is residual. That's every month. And you know, another great thing about having a team is if you're short on sales one month, say you just have so much going on, and I can vouch for this. For example, that wasn't last year, that was 2015. 2015, when we were moving across the country from Colorado back to Alabama, I had a slower month because I had a lot going on. And my team's sales helped make up for what I couldn't do that month. If I was just by myself, I would have just had a crappy month and a crappy paycheck. But my team, my amazing team, you amazing people, helped make up for that. When you have that, you know, it makes you feel so much better, and it just helps tremendously. So that's a big benefit to having a team as far as the financial side goes. So number 2 is create sparks. So most people don't just join because they are saying they're, going around saying, oh yeah, I need to join a direct selling company. Something triggers them to join. So if you're creating sparks, you're staying passionate about your business. That is a big thing, y'all. Being passionate about your business, letting that shine through on Facebook, in person, sharing Scentsy everywhere you go, talking about how much you love your job, branding yourself, being excited about your business. If you're doing that, that is going to trigger people to join. Sharing your story consistently, sharing what Scentsy's doing for you, even if you're not writing your story on Facebook every day, take a picture. If you work from home, take a picture with you and your child and be like, this is why I love being able to work from home. I get to spend time with my baby, and, it's just such a blessing. And things like that will really speak to people, and they will really be able to relate, and they will want the same things. So number 3, get them to share their gap. So what drives us is not what we have, but the gap between what we have and what we want. So ask questions, listen, do not make it about you when you're recruiting. Just make it about them. Make it, discover their gap, as she calls it, but basically their why. What do they want Scentsy to do for their business? What do they want Scentsy to do for their for their business? What do they want Scentsy to do for their life? What is their need? And focus on that need. And you can even talk about, oh yeah, it has helped me with that too. Or it has helped so-and-so with that too, my sponsor. Whatever it is, just make it about that need and focus on that need for them. Get into the emotional side of it and try and connect with them that way. So number 4 is go after successful people. So think about who you know that is very successful. Someone that is the most successful team mom, cheer mom, football mom, whatever, baseball mom. Most successful person at their job that you know. Just think about who you know that has been very successful. They work hard. They reach goals. They are driven by being successful, and talk to them about how amazing they would be at this and what they could do with this business with the drive they have and the passion that they have. Number 5 is don't spill all the beans. This one is so important, and it kind of goes back to what I was talking about with number 3. Don't spill all the beans. So in other words, don't word vomit. So when you're talking to someone, focus on their need. Don't tell them any and everything Scentsy can do for them, because they may not care about certain things. Maybe you are excited because you get to earn incentive trips, but they may not care about going on vacations. And so you don't want to be word vomiting and being like, yeah, you can earn free vacations. You can quit your full-time job eventually. Maybe they don't want to quit their full-time job. Maybe they love their full-time job. So don't word vomit. Don't overwhelm them with information, and focus on their needs. Number 6, make it easy for prospects to join. So in other words, make it about them and make it easy for them to join. Have your website on everything. Have your website on your join brochures, your catalogs, your everything. Have your website on everything and a way for them to join. So make it easy. Number 7, identify the best prospects in advance. So sponsoring is about matchmaking. So talk to them about how the business is perfect for them. Think about people like nurses. We have some nurses on our team. I know 2 superstar directors who were full-time nurses when they built their business, and now they work 1 day a week. They worked their business about 15 minutes a day, and they were full-time. Let's see, what kind of nurses are they? I can't remember what kind of nurses they are. Maybe they work in a cancer unit or something like that. But these ladies work hard, and they built their business while doing that. And now, guess what? They get to stay at home with their kids. And they have well exceeded their income as nurses, and they just work 1 day a week. And I know that there is a person on this team who joined. She's a nurse as well, and she is just overwhelmed with the hours she works. And she joined to help pay off her, I believe, credit cards and student loans, and she would love to reduce her hours. So, but nurses are great. They work hard. They are going to be willing to work hard at this. Teachers are great. They need warmers in their classrooms because they can't have an open flame with the kids. They have time to work their businesses, especially during the summer. Kelsey Todd, one of our directors, was a teacher. Is a teacher, but right now I think she's just substituting and she's doing this full time right now. So, number 8, make them an offer they can't refuse. So, it's out of compliance to offer to pay for a starter kit or offer something to them for joining, like an incentive. You can't do that. That's definitely out of compliance. But you can talk about the amazing things that are going on. So, maybe your director is offering an awesome incentive this month. You can tell them about that, like a challenge that your director's doing. You can talk about incentive trips that they can earn. Incentive trips are typically easiest for new recruits to earn because they give points for things that new recruits are more likely to get. They give points for promotions. So obviously newer people have more of a chance to promote than people like me and superstar directors, especially superstar directors. They can't promote. Things like that. They also a lot of times will give points for like sensational start. New recruits, it is just so much easier for them to earn trips. So you can talk about that. You can talk about things like the free Shooting Star Enhancement Kit that's going on this month. If we have another join special, tell them about it. Make sure they know that that's not something Cincy offers every month or even every few months. It's just, if there's a special going on, make sure you highlight that. Number 9 is genuine compliments create goodwill. Give people compliments and be genuine when you're giving these compliments. Don't sound fake, but compliment people. Tell them what an amazingly hard worker they are. Tell them how you have noticed how hard they work. And that would make them an amazing Cincy consultant because they could do so much with their business because they're so willing to work hard. Tell them how fun they are and that we have a super fun team that they would be amazing to, that you would love to work with them and they would fit in perfect with your team. Give them compliments as much as you can. It will help tremendously. And number 10, never fear rejection. So, a good example is if you were to have a pack of gum and you ask somebody, hey, do you want a piece of gum? And they say no. What would your reaction be? Would you be like, oh my gosh, I'm never offering anybody a piece of gum ever again. I'm such a failure. I quit. I'm not doing it again. Would you do that? No, you wouldn't. So don't overthink it when you're having these sponsoring conversations. If somebody turns you down, that's okay. This business opportunity isn't for everybody, and you don't know if that person's just turning you down for that time or if it's forever. So that's why it's so important to consistently follow up with people and keep talking to them, keep offering that business opportunity. I know I was watching a video one time from a Nick Gervais, and she was talking about how she goes to this place to get coffee every single morning. And every morning when she goes through that drive-thru and orders her coffee, they ask her, would you like a bagel? She says no. Would you like a bagel? She says no every morning. But guess what? One morning she was hungry. She wanted a bagel, so she said yes that day. So that is the importance of following up, staying consistent with people, offering the business opportunity more than one time, and something may click eventually. It may not, but it might. You never know. So I really hope that today's training was helpful to you. I hope you learned so much in this program. I hope it helped you grow tremendously. I really am just so proud to see all of you, how hard you've worked and everything you're accomplishing. It's only up from here, and I'm just beyond proud of you all. So make sure you get caught up on all of the challenges. Let's see. In 2 or 3 days, I'm going to be posting the graduates of the program. So make sure you're completely caught up on every single challenge, because that is the only way that you can graduate. So I cannot wait to see who all graduates this program. Again, I'm so proud of you all, and I hope y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.